How's it going, guys? Slippery Jim here. Welcome back to my playthrough of Terraria, Calamity Infernum, Wrath of the Gods. In the last episode, we furthered the quest line for Solon, who instructed us to go into the chamber down below the dungeon, right at the bottom, where there was a chained boss named the Ceaseless Void that we fought and were able to defeat. And it actually opened up a mysterious rift, which Solon went through and came back with an artifact called the Anti-Seed. We planted the Anti-Seed next to the other mysterious plant that we planted a while back, and it grew instantly into a very strange looking tree looking thing. This thing here, this black, strange, alien looking plant. And also the other plant that we planted here a while back grew a little bit more as well, so that was kind of interesting. We'll have to wait and see where all of this is heading. I was hoping that once we defeated the Ceaseless Void, it would get rid of this thing in the sky, which looks kind of like the Ceaseless Void, but it didn't. In fact, it's got bigger, if anything. And we've still got the weird weather events happening here with the snow and stuff like that, which is not supposed to happen in this biome and things of that nature. So kind of interesting. But in this episode, I think we'll fight the next boss in the list, the Stormweaver. So this last boss we fought used the Rune of Cost that we got in the Providence fight. And actually, Stormweaver and Cygnus also use the same summoning item to summon those bosses. But after that, I think we've got specific summoning items for bosses from Poltergeist onwards. So yeah, we might check out this Stormweaver fight. Now it says to use the Rune of Cost high in the sky or in space. So it looks like we've got a worm boss as well. I guess we'll get geared up for that. And I was thinking of maybe trying out the Virid Vanguard this time, just because we didn't really give it a go against the boss in the last episode. The Stabber Staff definitely got the job done for us, but this thing is really cool. And even though on paper it's less damage, but I think it's going to be a lot faster and well, potentially faster to make up for that low base damage. And it's just a super cool weapon as well. We also got these Guide Lights of Oblivion. I don't know how good they're going to be, but we'll try those out. And we might as well mix into the to the arsenal here the Void Concentration stuff. So yeah, let's get ready for this. We'll summon that in. And then we'll get these happening with the rest of our summons, and we'll chuck a couple of these sentries up here as well. Let's maybe turn on our heart statues as well. I'll leave the central one. Actually, that is actually the side. This is the center here. We'll turn that one off and turn this one on. And maybe this one down here as well. There we go. Good stuff. That way we can fight in this central area without sucking up hearts when we don't need them. That's the theory anyway. Alright, we'll chuck these guys here. I think apart from that, we're pretty much ready to go. There's no reason to delay things. Let's just zoom out a little bit here. And we will get started. I don't think this boss, hopefully this boss doesn't enrage when we're down at surface level. Okay, we'll summon it in here in space. Here we go. The Stormweaver. Whoa. Okay. Interesting. Try not to get hit by the head if we can help it. Wow. Holy cow. Woo. Ooh, took a bit of damage. Took a little bit of damage there. Hopefully we'll be okay. Haven't actually had to use my healing yet. That might change pretty soon. Okay, time to use the healing. Rage time. There it is. There it is. We one-shot that one. Very nice indeed. Whoo boy. It does help to have these heart statues if you need them, but I don't think we really needed them too much. Very cool boss. Let's see. One of those fights where it's very short and over very quickly. We got the plushie. Interesting. Treasure bag, very nice, and some relics here. Plus we got Exodium clusters. Pretty sure we found those already, haven't we? But anyway, let's chuck down our relics for the Stormweaver. That one goes there. That one goes there. Getting quite the collection of boss trophies here now. Look at them all. Definitely a massive hoard of trophies. Okay, let's see. So we got the plushie. Have I got a spot for the plushie? Let's have a look. I think we've got one spot left over here. We'll just turn off these Furid Vanguards. I think we were doing some decent damage with those things. We'll put the plushie over here. Bam. And once we start getting more plushies and trophies, we're going to have to figure out where we put them, because I've sort of run out of space inside the hotel here. Maybe we'll find a place down in the museum section for them. Although there's not a lot of space down there either. We'll figure it out. It's one of those good problems to have. Alrighty, let's put the painting away and we'll check out what we got from the treasure bag here from Stormweaver. Bam. Okay, we got the Storm Dragoon ranged weapon. Apart from that, we got Otherworldly Stone, Armored Shell. That's all we got. Interesting. Let's just take a quick look here at the other loot that we didn't get for the Stormweaver. There's a ranged weapon here, the Storm, which looks very cool. A bow. Looks like we've got some pets, vanity items, a light pet, magic weapon. We didn't get the lore, which kind of sucks. And all vanity items. So there's no range weapons that drop directly from Stormweaver, but we may be able to oh, there's the lore there. Is there anything else up here that we missed out on? Huh. But maybe we can craft some stuff with that material. Before we do that, let's check out the lore here for Stormweaver. This beast, while of lesser stature than the Devourer, is a great danger in its own right. They are clearly of the same species. Even this serpent was known to devour wyverns whole. Very little is known about the realm or space that the great Devourer hails from. Even Dradon and his obsessive research has been unable to discern its true nature. I think it's referring to the Devourer of Gods, by the way, that stole that crystal from Providence after we defeated her. Even Dradon and his obsessive research has been unable to discern its true nature. The Weaver slipped through a rift from this place opened by the Devourer, and he has monitored it since, in his mind, the lesser serpent's similar powers could lead it to be too threatening for him to let live. Little does he know he has forever stood in a similar position. He thinks himself invincible after all. Okay. Very cool. I love getting that lore and checking it out. It's very awesome. Let's put it in here with the rest of our lore that we've been gathering. We've nearly got a full chest here of lore, which is amazing. Okay, now we are going to look at those materials that we got as well. Let's have a look here. So we got Otherworldly Stone. Okay, this looks like a furniture material. So, interesting, but not really useful. Let's see what else we got here. The armored shell. Okay, this looks like it's got a few weapons here. We've got an armor set, the prismatic set, which looks like a magic set, unfortunately. A summoning item. Doesn't look like we can make that just yet. That's for the Devourer of Gods, which is a long way down the list at the moment. We've got some magic weapons here, ranged weapons, rogue weapons. Okay, here we go. 2 summoning weapons. The Aqua Scepter summons a giant Stormcloud sentry to rain down on your foes and strike nearby enemies with overloading Tesla energy. Interesting. So a sentry, and we've got Stellar Taurus Staff. 363 summon damage. That's pretty strong, actually. Summons a Taurus orbital that fries foes with a telescoping light beam. That sounds very, very cool indeed. How do we make these? Okay. Aqua Scepter is made with an Aqua Scepter and a Nimbus Rod. I am sure we've got the Aqua Scepter, but I don't think we've found the Nimbus Rod yet. So this drops from Angry Nimbus, and they only spawn during a rainstorm, I believe. And I believe this is pretty rare as well, but we'll see how we go with that. And this requires a Xeno Staff and some Stardust Fragments. We can definitely do that, I think. You know what? What time of day is it right now? It is 10 p.m. Let's set it to daytime. And we'll see if we can get some Nimbus to spawn in for us. If we start a rainstorm with a weather balloon, maybe we'll get lucky if we hang around up here a little bit. And yeah, we'll see what happens. You never know. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Anyway, while we're waiting here, let's see if we can craft the other stuff, which was the oh, we have to put the armored shell in here. Stellar Taurus stuff. Bam, there we go. Godly. That's not too bad, but we'll reforge that, of course, to Ruthless. Oh, look at that! That was so quick. Damn. That was like less than a minute, I think. Let's just turn off the rain now. Alright. Very, very awesome. So that means we can also make the other one. What was it called again? The Aqua Scepter. Aqua Scepter. Bam. Aqua Scepter. Let's reforge those. Alright, Runnock. Reforge this for me to Ruthless. 185. It's pretty decent. And reforge this. Ruthless. 405. That's massive. That is absolutely massive. Okay, but we might have to retire some of our staves here because we're getting a very full inventory. We'll retire the Virid Vanguard. I'm not sure how good this Void Concentration stuff is. We might retire this as well. And we'll... let's see. we will retire the Guideline of Oblivion. Oh, I don't have any... Oh, yeah, we got one slot left. Okay. That'll just free up a little bit of space for us there, I think. Very, very nice indeed. Okay. Good stuff. Let's test these out. So... tourist stuff. Man, they look pretty cool. Kind of like sideways drones or something. And we've got the Aquisceptor as well. Let's see what this is like. Ooh. That's pretty cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Very nice. Now, what I was thinking of doing as well, I was looking at Solon's bookcase, and we've still got a lot of books to find for her. Some of these are linked to progression, I believe, with the bosses and stuff like that. But there's a few that we can get right now, and I was researching this a little bit, and a couple that we can get. If we take a book here, and we head down to the Shimmer, I believe if we shimmer a regular book down here, like so, we should be able to get another book back. The Invisible Ink Dissertation. And I think we can give this to Solon. Also, I think there's another one we can get that has a chance to drop from Pirate Captains. So for that, we would need to summon the Pirate event. So we might give that a crack. Hopefully we get lucky and get one to drop here. We can test out our new weapons as well with this. Oh, this has a limited range by the looks of it. Pretty decent though. That's quite large. I just thought it would drip all the way down to the ground. Kind of stops here. Where are these pirates going to be coming from? What time of day is it? 10 a.m. That's perfect. They take a little while to show up. I don't know if they show up on the map here, but we should get a message here pretty soon. But we can test out both of our summoning weapons here against the pirates. Approaching from the west. Alright, we'll shift our clouds over here. Pirate invasion time! Oh, there's a pirate captain. Oh, we got it straight away! What the heck? I've already fought the pirate invasion, by the way, so that's kind of interesting that we get it straight away as soon as we start a new pirate invasion. But we didn't get it the last time we did it. Unless I trashed it by accident or something. Which is definitely possible. It's hard to keep track of which books I've actually collected and which ones I haven't. But yeah, let's just fight this a little bit to test out our weapons, I suppose. Is that another one there? What's that book? Yeah, so the book I was after is called the Sea Map Collection. Let's just despawn these guys and see what the damage is like from our storm clouds here by themselves. Actually pretty decent. 1500 DPS. Cleared 90% already. %. Very nice. We got a lot of gold furniture. Let's just chuck some of this stuff away. We could probably use this for decorating, actually. Some of it at some point. I haven't done a lot of decoration in this playthrough because it hasn't really been the focus. Okay. Groovy. Hoover that up as well, why not? Gold chest, gold toilet. We got multiples of those sea maps, but we only need one. Where's our summoning chest? This one down here, I think. Just chuck that in there if we need it in future. Okay, good stuff. Nice. Now, I think there's one other book that we can get at the moment as well, but for that we need to go over to the Crimson and hit some shadow orbs. So, yeah, we'll head over and get that sorted out. We only need to tap them, but if we tap them too much, they'll break. And we may end up fighting the Brain of Cthulhu again, but you know what? I think we can handle the Brain of Cthulhu at this point pretty quickly. She will not stand a chance, or it, I guess. Let's go. There was a bunch of them left down here, I think. See if we can go tap a couple of these. Down here, there we go. Dig our way through here. And let's get our hammer out. Tap. Did we get it? probably asking a bit much to get it first try. Okay, we did not get it. Try another one. Maybe it drops from the boss as well. I'm not too sure. Panic necklace? Try again till we get it, basically. Okay, Brain of Cthulhu, you die now. Have I got my summons? Let's get our summons going. Pretty sure she's dead already. They, them, is dead already. Okay, there we go. I think that's what we wanted, the dubious brochure. So, yeah. We got 3 new books for Solon here. Chuck that stuff in there. Let's head back to base, I guess. Man, these things are really cool. I like it. I like them a lot. You know what else I like? I like having our friend here, Providence, as our life pet. It is so awesome. Let's get busy. Okay, anyway, we'll head in those books. I don't expect to get any new recipes from adding more books to her bookcase, because I think we've gone through the full cycle of loot, but I'm not 100% sure. And there may be some special reward we get from finding all of them if we can achieve that. But anyway, let's just put these in here. Bam. We got the Dream Catcher. 65% fishing power. I don't remember if we've got that before or not. Oh, okay. Some of this stuff is definitely new. Interesting. Have we got the dream catcher? Dream. Let's have a look here. I can't even see my piggy bank. Do I summon it or unsummon it? There it is. What's our current fishing rod? Early bloom rod, 60%. We crafted this as well recently. 60% fishing power. First, let's get rid of all these potions. I don't think we're gonna need all this stuff here. Alright, there we go. It's freed up a bit of space for us. Alright. So, let's compare the two fishing rods. This one has 6 lines at once. This one says, requires bait, releases 3 special bobbers. The first bobber catches typical yields. The second bobber only catches quest fish. The third bobber only catches crates. Can fish in lava. So, are those 3 bobbers in addition to extra the normal bobbers, or are they? Is it only 3 bobbers? I wonder. Let's see. Let's test it out. I'm curious. Wow. Okay, that's the wrong ocean. Let's go. Let's go over here. Oh man, the ocean is iced over. What is happening right now? We're gonna have to do some ice fishing with the squad. We got the posse. I don't know how long it'll take before it ices up again, but bait. Let's get some bait. All right, we'll try it. We've already used the early bloom rod, and we know it's awesome. But let's just try this one out. This has got 5% extra fishing power. Okay, so it is only 3 bobbers by the looks of it. Why did I drop that? Let's try again. Well, I keep sliding on the ice. I guess it's good because you get the guaranteed quest item, a guaranteed crate, and then just whatever regular stuff. Whereas if we were to use this, we got twice as many bobbers though. And if you've got a fishing potion going, you can tell what you're going to catch anyway. But it's hard to tell what would be best. We just got a melee weapon. I mean, the guaranteed crate is pretty awesome. I guess Dreamcatcher is better. Let's face it. We'll keep Dreamcatcher as our primary fishing rod. Not that I'm really planning on doing a lot of fishing, but that is pretty awesome to get an upgrade there. Put the other one in there. Oh, actually, you know what I've been meaning to craft for ages? We might as well turn in that quest fish. Hey, buddy. Thank you. Gives us 3 angler coins. I don't think he's really got anything left that we really desperately need to buy. I probably should check the NPC's inventory a bit, because every now and then they get new stuff. Journeyman bait, I don't want that garbage. Angler coins. Let's put our bait away. Get rid of that. Ship's wheel. We already got one of those. What's this other thing we got from Solon? The perverse purse. A special purse. Have I already got this? Perverse. Probably not. A special purse that contains a pocket dimension kidnaps and stores most nearby town NPCs when used. Up to 3 town NPCs can be stored in the purse. Right-clicking will deploy the town NPC that was last kidnapped at your position. If any purse contains a town NPC, that town NPC will not naturally spawn again until either the purse is destroyed or the town NPC is released. Okay. I'm sure there could be a purpose for that, but I don't really see myself using that too much. But pretty cool. Pretty unique. Right. Okay, that's looking pretty good there. We're looking pretty organized. Now, before we think about what we're going to be doing next, I did mean to craft a new set of tools in the last episode and forgot. So, this episode we're going to be looking at doing that. I think that was the Blossom, pickaxe that we can craft now. This one here, using Yuli Bloom ore. This gives us 250% pickaxe power, so it's an upgrade on our Genesis pickaxe, which is pretty cool. And there's also a combined hammer axe, which is going to be an upgrade to our Spectre ham axe, and I believe this is called the Grax. What do we need for this? We need any lunar ham axe. Alright, craft one of those up, chuck it in, and then Inferno Cutter. Where do we get this from? Oh, we can craft this from the Axe of Purity. Let's see. Stored ingredients, purification powder. I didn't realize this one was going to be so complex. Let's just get what we need from the Dryad. Get a bunch of that. Guide to Environmental Preservation. I don't think that's one of Solon's books. Anyway, let's chuck that in there, and then we should be able to make the Axe of Purity. Then we've got the Inferno Cutter. And then we should have the Grax. So this thing does 180% axe power, which is better than the last one by 10%. And 110% hammer power, which is like 20% on top of the old one, which is pretty sweet. So yeah, I don't know if hammer power really matters that much, to be honest, but you know what? If we got upgrades, we might as well get them, right? So we'll reforge both of these to legendary. And yeah, there we go. That's pretty cool. Get some upgrades going there. Now, I think we've got time to attempt to take on the next boss in our boss checklist here. So if we take a look back at our boss checklist, we are now up to Cygnus, who also requires the Rune of Kos, but this time we have to use it in the underworld. And I believe this is the guy that we've seen going back and forth every now and then down in the underworld, and like, it's, yeah, kind of being creepy down there. So it doesn't say that he enrages if he's not in the underworld, so hopefully we can bring him back up to our arena here. I'm just gonna double check that everything is turned on that should be. Let's get these hut lanterns going here. Why are my wires showing right now? Have I got a tool here? That's kind of weird. Let's turn that off. I don't know what happened there. So the setting must have changed or something, but usually it'll show if you're holding a mechanical device, but I guess we've got the option to just always have it showing or something like that. Anyway, yeah, we'll teleport back here as soon as we summon this guy in, but we might as well throw up our clouds there, I guess, and yeah, we should be pretty much good to go. So we'll head down to the underworld here, and let's zoom out in preparation. Let's not go too crazy, that should do the job. And yeah, here we go. Back to the surface we go. Alright, Cygnus. Where are you? Okay, what the heck was that? That's a new attack. I've not seen that one before. And I'm nearly dead. Okay, that's not great. Trying not to get hit by those. Oh my gosh. What the hell? Yeah, this guy actually does a lot of damage. See if we can keep him under the rain here. Have we got adrenaline rage yet? I need my potions. Oh, I'm not a fan of that attack. Trying to get hit. Oh boy! Okay, we got some rage going. If I can get some damage on him, that would be great. We're at 8% here. Oh, we did it! Oh my gosh! Wow, we were doing some really good damage there at the end. I'm starting to think that these cloud things are really good. 14.5k. That was with rage, I think, as well. But still, that's pretty sweet. We got the lore here for Cygnus as well. Let's see what this says. An aberration that defies all explanation, born of the distortion and revered by the Onyx kinsmen, whoever they are. Almost all information about this entity is sourced from that enigmatic clan. All else is hearsay. It has been reported to manifest in multiple places at once. Its capacity for deceit and ruthless cunning is peerless. Status compatriot Braylor dueled me to a standstill. With our blades locked, the Ronin lunged for the lethal blow. The Devourer is not one for honor or loyalty, but he sensed weakness, hesitation, and easy prey. The serpent ensnared both my assailants in a dimensional vortex, assuring me they were as good as dead. Yet, Stasis must have struck a bargain with Cygnus. He escaped his banishment unscathed. Very cool. So yeah, I think he's kind of like some sort of a bladesman type swords master person. And yeah, that would explain the slashing attacks we had to put up with, and it was almost like a rogue type attack with the darkness and followed by the slashing. That was pretty cool though. Let's see, let's put this lore in here. And yeah, we got some more supreme healing potions. Man, I really thought I was going to die for for part of that fight there. It was getting pretty dire. But we pushed through at the end. That rage really helped out. Let's just put these down here. I wonder if that means he's not going to show up in the underworld anymore, or maybe he's still going to be down there. I'm not too sure. Okay. Let's have a look here. So we got the treasure bag for Cygnus. Let's crack it open. And we got some otherworldly stone. We also got a shadow cloth. Summons an assassin to lurk behind you. Okay. Let's take a look at what this looks like. So at the moment, our pet is this little flappy thing here. If we use this... Oh yeah, it's a little mini Cygnus. Why not? We've got Providence. We might as well have a mini Cygnus as well. That's pretty cool. Alright, we'll get rid of the Draconic Swarmer. We also got the Cygnus emblem. Vanity item. Contains some abyssal energy. So... what does this do exactly? Not too sure, but let's throw it on there. And yeah, why not? Guarding Spectral Veil. Press Z to consume 25% of your max stealth. Okay. Okay, stealth generates fast. Yeah, that's obviously a rogue type accessory. We'll get rid of that. We also got a rogue weapon and a summon weapon. Godly Cosmi Lamp. Summons a cosmic lantern above your head to fight for you. Each lantern takes up 2 minion slots. That could be pretty cool. Let's see what it looks like. These things? Is that what I'm looking at? Let's just remove some of our minions just so we can see what's going on here. Oh no, that's the rogue weapon. What am I doing? I put the wrong one in my hotbar. This is what we want. 360 summon damage. Interesting. Well, I guess it's worth trying those out. Obviously, we want to reforge these as well at some point. I do like my Aqua's Scepter though. Those clouds are super cool. Alright, we also got what looks like a material here, Twisting Nether. Let's take a look at what this unlocks for us. Status Void Sash. Status Void Sash. Fuel Ninja Belt. Increase jump speed, grants immunity to fall damage, climb walls. I think we're a bit past the point of climbing walls. Attacks that deal less than 5% of your max life in damage will not be dodging. Okay, it doesn't sound that great actually, so let's see what else we can make here. Ether's Whisper magic weapon, another magic weapon. Man, that thing looks amazing. The Magnetic Meltdown. Venusian Trident. Death's Ascension melee weapon. That looks very powerful. Nadir. Melee weapon. Ranged weapon. Rogue weapon. Ooh, okay. We've got a summon weapon. 470 damage. King of Constellations uses 4 minion slots to summon a pair of celestial dragons to fight for you. There can only be one pair of dragons at a time. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. So to make this, we just need some light shards, some dark shards, some twisting nether, and the Stardust Dragon Staff. Interesting. We'll try that out for sure. And we've also got a charm here. Transforms the wearer into a nether spirit. summon some cool blue dudes. The blue blob. Blue blob. Okay. Well, let's try out that summoning weapon though first. I think it was called the King of Constellations. That should be pretty awesome. And then the blue blob. I don't think we've got some of this stuff here, like the shadow cloth. Oh, hang on, we have got that one. That's what we got at the moment. But then we need Slime Deity's Soul. I don't think we got that one. So it combines 2 pets and then the 2 materials. I actually prefer the little mini the mini Cygnus though, because then we've got 2 of the bosses we defeated as our pets basically, which I think is pretty cool. Cool. All right. Well, let's just reforge these, I guess. And then we'll be able to max out their damage potential. Where is the Tinkerer? Oh, he's over here now. Keeps changing rooms. Alright, reforge the Cosmo Lamp for me. Ruthless, 354 damage. This one's 522 damage. You can only have one though at a time, right? Yeah, I guess we'll see what that looks like. Let's remove. What have we got going at the moment? Cosme lamps. So this isn't even a sentry. This is. Get rid of those. Wow, baby. Oh yeah. That is so awesome. Hell yeah. Plus, on top of that, we can have our other summons for the remaining summon slots. That's amazing. I'm basically death incarnated at this point. But then again, some of the bosses we're about to face are going to be like really, really ridiculously difficult. But anyway, that's another boss to cross off our checklist, guys. We're doing extremely well. Extremely well. We've got 78.9% of our bosses defeated. In fact, we're on 1 page left of bosses here. We've got Poltergeist up next. We got an event, which isn't even a boss. Then we got all these guys down here. Probably the one that scares me the most is the Devourer of Gods, because I've heard a lot of terrifying things about it. Yeah, all the way down to the Nameless Deity. So we are getting well into the end game, guys. But that's it for this episode. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.